Former Bills star Cornelius Bennett is being accused of sexual assault after a woman from Monroe County filed a lawsuit under the Child Victims Act.
It's often said that no player is completely free from trouble, and Cornelius Bennett is a perfect example. His career seemed smooth with success on the football field, but behind the scenes, a dark secret was waiting to come out. Bennett's shocking crime, his involvement in a sexual assault case, ruined his reputation. In May 1997, Cornelius Bennett was involved in a shocking and disturbing incident that would forever tarnish his reputation. At the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Buffalo, Bennett committed what was described as vicious acts during a sexual assault on a woman. The details of the case were deeply unsettling, and they painted a picture of a man whose actions were far removed from the image he had on the football field. When the truth came out, Bennett pleaded guilty to the crime. As a result, he was sentenced to 60 days in jail for sexual misconduct. But that wasn't the only consequence he faced. In addition to his time behind bars, he was placed on probation for 3 years. The court also fined him $500 and ordered him to perform 100 hours of community service, which was meant to give back to the community he had let down. Furthermore, Bennett was required to pay $607 in medical bills to cover the costs the woman incurred as a result of his actions.
But the consequences didn't end there. Bennett was also ordered to attend anger management and substance abuse counseling, a sign that the court believed there were deeper issues at play. The crime not only brought legal penalties, but also severely damaged Bennett's image, casting a long shadow over his NFL career.
He had a strong stand in the NFL before his terrifying crime ruined his image.
Ball's loose, and it's fallen on by Ben Tamburello, the rookie out of Auburn for the Eagles. Cornelius Bennett right in the middle of that and finally able to knock the ball away from Randall Cunningham.
Bennett's football journey began when he was selected by the Indianapolis Colts with the second overall pick in the 1987 NFL Draft. This draft was famously known as the year of the linebacker. But even in a group full of talented players, Bennett was widely regarded as standing head and shoulders above the rest. His selection made headlines, especially in Alabama, where he became the highest draft pick from the University of Alabama since quarterback Richard Todd had been picked 6th overall back in 1976. However, despite being such a high draft pick, Bennett and the Colts struggled to come to terms on a contract. The two sides couldn't reach an agreement, and before the 1987 season ended, Bennett was traded in one of the biggest deals of the decade. This trade was a blockbuster move that involved 3 teams: the Colts, Buffalo Bills, and Los Angeles Rams. Bennett was sent to the Buffalo Bills, while the Colts acquired Bills running back Greg Bell, and the Rams received star running back Eric Dickerson. The trade was completed just before the deadline in the fall of 1987 and was so impactful that it was later called the Trade of the Decade by the New York Times. So once Bennett joined the Bills, he quickly made his presence felt on the field. He was an absolute force at the left outside linebacker position and was a key part of the Bills' defense during some of their most successful years. With Bennett's help, the Bills made it to the Super Bowl 4 times. Although they weren't able to win any of those championships, Bennett's role in leading the team to those appearances is still remembered. Later in his career, Bennett also played for the Atlanta Falcons, where he made another Super Bowl appearance. But once again, victory slipped away. Despite the losses, Bennett's 5 Super Bowl appearances are part of NFL history, and he shares this unfortunate record for the most Super Bowl losses with offensive lineman Glenn Parker. Over the course of his 14-year NFL career, Bennett put up impressive numbers. He recorded 71.5 sacks, 7 interceptions, 31 forced fumbles, 27 fumble recoveries, and even scored 3 touchdowns, one on an interception return, another on a fumble return, and the third on a blocked field goal return. At the time of his retirement, his 27 defensive fumble recoveries were among the most in NFL history, making him one of the top defenders in that category. In recognition of his remarkable contributions to football, Cornelius Bennett was inducted into the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame in 2004, a fitting honor for a player who not only dominated in college, but also left a lasting impact in the NFL. His career is remembered for both his individual achievements and the role he played in some of the NFL's most memorable moments. His professional career isn't all that he is remembered for. His college career, too, is still cherished by many. Bennett's athletic talent was evident from a young age, and he truly shined while attending Ensley High School in Birmingham, Alabama. He wasn't just focused on football. Bennett excelled in multiple sports, playing basketball and baseball at a high level during his high school years. But it was on the football field where he made the biggest impact. As a versatile player, Bennett lined up at halfback and several other positions, showcasing his athleticism and ability to contribute wherever the team needed him. During his senior year, he earned All-State honors for his outstanding performance. He rushed for more than 1,000 yards on just 101 carries, proving that he was one of the most dominant high school players in Alabama. After high school, Bennett took his talents to the University of Alabama, where he played for the Crimson Tide from 1983 to 1986. His college career was nothing short of spectacular. Bennett was a force on defense, and he quickly established himself as one of the best players in the country. He was named to the College Football All-America team 3 times in a row, from 1984 to 1986, a rare achievement that only 2 Alabama players have ever accomplished. The other was fellow linebacker Woodrow Lowe, putting Bennett in elite company. Bennett's senior year in 1986 was particularly special. He won the prestigious Lombardi Award, which is given to the best college football lineman or linebacker, and he was named the SEC Player of the Year. His outstanding play that year also earned him a spot in the Heisman Trophy conversation, where he finished 7th in the voting, a remarkable feat for a defensive player. Over his 4 seasons with Alabama, Bennett recorded an impressive 287 tackles, 21.5 sacks, and 3 fumble recoveries, making him one of the most feared defenders in college football. One of the most memorable moments of Bennett's college career came in 1986 when Alabama played Notre Dame. During the game, Bennett delivered a crushing hit on Notre Dame quarterback Steve Boyerline, a moment that became legendary in Alabama football history. The play was so iconic that artist Daniel Moore captured it in a painting titled simply, "The Sack," immortalizing Bennett's bone-jarring tackle as one of the greatest plays in Crimson Tide history. Bennett's incredible college career didn't go unrecognized. In 2005, he was honored with induction into the College Football Hall of Fame, solidifying his place among the greatest players in college football history. His time at Alabama was marked by dominance on the field, and his legacy continues to be celebrated by Crimson Tide fans.
At the time of his retirement, Bennett had racked up an impressive 27 defensive fumble recoveries, which was the 3rd most in NFL history. He was known for his ability to make big plays and had a long list of accomplishments throughout his career. However, despite all his success on the field, everything he worked so hard for was overshadowed by a sexual assault case. This legal trouble became a stain on his legacy, tarnishing the image of a player who had achieved so much. It's a reminder of how quickly someone's reputation can be damaged, no matter how successful their career has been.
That is it for this one, but if you happen to like NFL legends, make sure to check out our latest videos on our channel NFL Icons. I'm sure you will love it.